Welcome, y'all. We are here for the Association 2022 Rookie Draft Show. I'm your host, Dr. Dane Andre. We are with our distinguished Professor Killanomics, and we got a guest. We got a guest today. Let's just jump right in and bring in the owner of the Ruckerpark Busters. He'll be joining us in a few seconds and connecting his audio.
Dr.
And
Dane Andre, how are you doing on
man,
this glorious morning?
we good, man. We good, and we are here, and here it is, the auto trader himself, owner of the Ruckerpark Busters. How's everybody? Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear. How's everybody doing? It's looking glorious behind you, Killer. You in the woods?
That's a good description
in
of
the
it right
woods with
now.
no draft picks. That's all right. All right.
Oh man, don't worry. I'm gonna be at the wood shop this season, so y'all get ready. I just finished sharpening my saw.
Man, let's just get to it, man. We're gonna we brought on Odin. He's gonna be doing our predictions, and then Gilla, you're gonna be giving us some grades, man. Some on the fly grades of these picks.
Yeah.
So quick reminder, the draft board. We got the 17ers, Frank from Frankfurt, selecting the number 1 overall pick. And all the way through 16. We got a couple of people with a couple of picks. We even have some proposed trades to announce. So we're gonna get into it. So main storyline here, first pick, we had some rumors that, Chet Holmgren was looking to be number 1, but I think an injury kind of changed that. So I mean, it might not be much of a prediction here, but I mean, what would you do if you had the number 1 pick, Odin? How are you feeling?
All right, so yeah, because of Chet's injury, stop it, please. All right, because of Chet's injury, that changes the whole landscape of things. Frankfurt was very adamant from the very beginning that he was going Chet, but I think he goes Banchero here. I think it's a no-brainer pick for him. Yeah, that's what he's going with. Looking at his squad, I'm sure he wants to win now. He wants to crawl out of the basement, and sitting in the basement for another year, I don't think is an option for him. Let's try it.
Here's a follow-on question: is Banchero a win now player?
I feel like he is out of the people that's available. You have you have Banchero, you have Jaden, you have Keegan, Jabari. I think out of all of them, Banchero is the most win now guy. You're gonna get good scoring out of him. You're gonna get good rebounding, some assists out of him. Maybe not many defensive stats, but you're gonna get your percentages as well, decent. Maybe 46, 47% field goal, and free throws is gonna be in the mid 70s, low 80s.
All right, so let's get to it. Do you think
it.
Banchero is going to be a top 100 player?
I think he's yeah, I think he will. I think he will. He may be like 88, 89.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm putting it on the board.
Well, we got we heard the sound. Pick is in. Let's see what Frankfurt is gonna do. And no surprise there. We got Paolo going number 1. I think that's a no-brainer pick, like you said. But now the question is okay, with Paolo off the board, is do we see Chet going number 2 to Bentown? What are you thinking?
I think Chet has to go number 2 to Bentown. That's her MO, in my opinion, right?
Yeah. Before we get to that, what's your grade for Paolo at number 1?
I would grade that an A plus. An A plus. I don't know how well he's gonna be his first season, but I think long term, year 2, year 3, he's got the potential to be a top 50 player.
All right, fair
He's
enough.
he's got the keys.
Fair enough, man. I like what I saw out of Paulo as well. So, I think he can be that type of player for real. He's gonna get all the opportunity in the world in Orlando, and I think he should be primary scorer, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like it, and I'm agreeing with that with the #1 pick.
Yep.
Even without the injury, honestly, that's for me. Even without the injury. All right, so Bimtown #2. What do you think? Oh, damn, you think this is where Chet lands, or?
Yeah, I think that's where Chet lands. She likes to go for the long-term home run picks. I think last year she likened one of her picks to what's that quarterback? Brady, right? She's going for a Brady pick. It's high upside. And right now, Chet is a player on the boat with the highest upside, So I think.
Give us a certainty, Odin. How confident do you feel that Chet is going to be the #2 pick? And then if it's not Chet, who would be your #2 as far as who Bentown would take?
Okay, so yeah, I would say I am not certain at all because
like 50-50?
A number to zero, a number from 0 to 100.
0 to 100. I'll give it a 40% confidence, right?
40%.
Okay. So not that confident.
That's really weak.
Not that confident.
Not that confident.
Like that's punting.
That's true.
Come on, man, 40%.
That's true. That's true. But here's the thing, right? So Bimtown, she seems to have a system in place where she places high, then takes a year off, accommodates, or acquires an asset, and then the next year she places high again, right? So she got her asset. I think she's gonna go for an asset this year to place this year. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah. Okay.
So
but I think what's different here is her assets usually play. Right?
Exactly.
Well, in 2019,
so
remember she did have Zion sit out in 2019 waited pretty much the whole year for Zion, and then it came back and it worked out.
Right.
So this could be a Chet spot, but like you said, it's not 100% certain.
Yeah,
it's not even 50% certain.
Not even 50%. So I think the other option she may go with is Jabari Smith there.
All right. Well, the pick is in, so let's see what's going down, and it is Jabari Smith.
Yeah.
With the second pick. Yeah, man. Quick grade, Killer. How do you feel about that?
Jabari, I think that's gonna be rough.
Okay.
But Houston Rockets are so young. He can contribute in so many categories. Bimtown desperately needs a big that can contribute in defense and rebounds to pair with Zion. So, I mean, given her roster, given probably her ambitions of how things went last year, I'm gonna grade it an A minus. A minus. I was
that's fair.
Close to a B plus, but I think that's an A minus.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, she's just a season or two just removed from a championship. If you bring in a guy that can play this year and contribute, like you said, as a rookie on a cheap, very zero cost contract, I mean, I think that's a home run for her, especially if he has a great season. So, it's no patience for Chet. So the question now is, how far is Chet gonna drop down this board? I mean, we've seen a guy who could have potentially went #1. Now it's #3 pick. We got Steve Blake Express here. What are you thinking Steve Blake Express does here, Odin?
So my brain is telling me that there's no way that Chet falls past 3. I put him in 2 because I was like, you know what, it's Chet. He's a unicorn, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I think But here's the thing: knowing persona, right? Knowing persona, he has a very specific type of player that he likes. So, and I know he's not going to go Jaden Ivey because he doesn't like the whole low field goal stuff. It's not what he does.
Mhm.
So, screw it. Yeah, I think he goes. I think he goes either Chet or Keegan Murray here, and I think he leans towards Chet.
Uncertainty
Alright.
scale. Where we at?
Yeah,
I need that 0 to 100.
All right, I'm 70% sure he's going with Chet here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
okay.
it.
Well, the pick is in. Let's see what it do.
Yeah.
And it is Keegan
Oh.
Murray of the Sacramento
Okay.
Kings.
Okay.
Well, quick grade, Killer. What do you like here?
I don't like it. I think it's a B. Mainly because I just don't know what he's gonna be, and he's playing for the Kings, Sacramento Kings.
Yes, he is.
Um,
This is the
and it
summer
just
league. This is the summer league MVP you talking about here. Watch your mouth, man.
wait a minute. I felt like there was once a Knicks player that was a summer league MVP.
Yeah,
I can't
Kings. The
remember
Knicks
where
in the West.
can't remember where he's at, but summer league is summer league, man, and there's just something about the Kings, man. I think it's just one of those teams that's just
Mhm. So
it's just
no
it's just in a tough spot.
love for maybe a potential culture change with Mike Brown coming to town and you know just the tools that Keegan has. Well, what do you make of the fit? What do you make of the fit?
I mean, I
Would
think
you have gone Chet here?
I would have Snapchat here. I would have Snapchat here. Just because the upside is just so huge. It's so big. And thinking about Steve Blake Express and his roster, I mean, he basically has very little strong keepers from last year to this year, right? So I mean, it's totally a rebuild.
Yeah, yeah,
So why not wait another year? But I know everybody's patience um is varies or difference, right?
right.
Some people got to be into it each and every year. So I mean, it's really tough. I just kind of went through it this past season, although I was still trying to make a push.
Got you.
It's hard.
Well, we got the Kings on the clock. Kings Landing. They've done last couple of years they've drafted guards starting with LaMelo in 2020 and then last year with Davion Mitchell. Could we see another guard go here with the fourth pick in Jaden Ivey, or is this where Chet lands? Odin, what do you think?
So my second options have been on the money right now. So I'm gonna just go with the second option. I think he's going Jaden Ivey. All right. So these it seems like everyone's scared of Chet's injuries. Nobody wants to sit the year out. And I mean, looking at King Landon's team, got his LaMelo in there. He got Bam, Pirtle, Davion Mitchell, like you said. Dylan Brooks, who's very good punt field goal type guy, so
Mhm.
go for it. Go for the whole punt field goal. Grab Jaden Ivey.
All right.
Lock it
Lock
in
it in.
70%.
Well, okay,
70%.
70%. You want to go a little bit higher? I mean, you gave a lot of good bullet points right there.
You're right.
Sure you
You're
don't want
right.
to move that to 95?
You know what? Throw it in 100%. We're in. I'm not even changing
Okay.
it.
Yes.
All right, well, the pick is in. Let's see what it'll do. And it is Jaden
Let's
Ivey.
go.
Jaden
Let's
Ivey.
go.
Jaden
Let's
Ivey.
go.
Now, Money Man. Apparently, the Money Man has
Money,
moved.
man.
They've taken their money and moved out to
Money,
Miami.
money, man.
So we got a relocation. They packed up their bags overnight and went to Miami. So what this is an interesting part of Jack because we have a trade to announce. Previously reported by Woj and Shams, but we've got the Ruckerpark Busters sending their Drew Holiday and Isaiah Stewart over to Midtown or Miami, and in return you're getting the number 5 pick. So tell us a little bit about the trade. Why'd you do it? Are you sure this is what you wanted to do?
Well, yo, this is crazy. This makes the trade that much better for me, man. Honestly, you know.
How close is the champagne bottle?
Yo, bro.
Right. Are you
right,
about to,
right here, right?
you about to get drunk?
I'm getting drunk tonight, bro. I'm about to start day drinking. We lit. So listen, when I did the trade, I was hoping for Keegan Murray or Jaden Ivey, right? I was leaning Keegan Murray personally. So I had Chet number 1 on my board with the injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm getting the number 1 dude that's on my board, you know, at the 5th pick, which is wild to me, you know. Yeah, I mean, Drew Holiday is an absolute baller, but you know, he was kind of redundant on my team. And Stewart, you know, I really like Stewart. I really like Stewart, and I was trying not to include him in the trade, but Money Man made me include him, you know. And I I'm happy with the trade, though. I'm very happy with the trade. I think that I got a good deal, you know, and getting Chet just makes it that much sweeter. So
And so there it goes. Chet Holmgren going to the Ruckerpark Busters, bringing some swag.
we outside
and a cast.
and a
So
cast. But you know, it's all good because my
yeah.
team right now is set up to win today, right?
Yeah, your team is set up to
Yeah.
win right now, and
Yeah.
now you've added a zero cost stud on your team. Hopefully he's stud, and he'll set it out for the season, and hopefully you know, hopefully that doesn't that spot that you won't take up a spot. He'll be in your IL, and you
Yep.
know, hopefully it doesn't get too critical with the injuries. We know how COVID has been these last couple of years, and we know how
Yep.
people have been just kind of falling like flies throughout the season. So we wishing you luck with that one. Congratulations on getting you a Chet Holmgren, top guy who could have been number 1, falling to 5. I mean, that is outstanding. I would
Yeah,
say.
that
What
is.
are you grading the pick, Killer?
Let's not even grade the pick. Let's grade the trade. The
Oh.
trade is an A plus plus. Um, for the Ruckerpark Busters, but for the Money Men, I mean, dog, they got blood in their eyes. Like that was just an all time go down as one of the worst trades.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
maybe not the worst, maybe the second worst.
Ooh. What was the first?
So the
Was it by
first
the Money Men?
was yeah, Money Man, you know, trading Jokic. I mean, just absolutely just no reason
That was a hard
to
one.
move him, and
No, Money
you know,
Men
just
not
wanted to
trading
shake
Jokic
things
to
up.
me was a bad one.
You know, so it's kind of one of those things where, you know, it sounds like there's some sort of shakeup within the organization. You know, there's a lot of different directions. You know, folks are looking for promotions,
Yeah.
and you know they really don't have a clear vision. But maybe, you know, there's something I'm missing, and you know, Drew Holiday is going to bring that veteran leadership, and you know they foresee like Wiseman and Isaiah Stewart, you know, being that dual combination, that twin tower, you know, that they need, you know, going for the next couple of years.
Yeah, definitely a move towards trying to improve on their winning. It sounds like somebody trying to save their job or something. Not sure.
Something's up,
But
man.
you know, I think after making some moves to get a little younger last year, and now adding a young guy in Stewart, but also a veteran in Holiday, I thought that was an interesting move. So especially considering giving up a guy who you know, maybe wasn't going to play this year, but you know, was certainly a building block. So interesting pick and interesting trade there. Syracuse is on the clock. The Sparrows are a little bit in a position where they can go either way. They could go young, they can go old. They've got Kawhi and PG on the roster. you looking to kind of build around that, or add another young asset to the team? What are you thinking here, Odin, with the sixth pick?
All right, so sixth pick, we're looking at Sparrows. Um, so I think personally, Benedict Mathurin would be a good fit here.
Mhm.
And Mathurin's gonna have the opportunity. He's gonna have everything, everything open for him in Indiana because I mean Duarte most likely is coming off the bench, looking at the depth chart and all that. Um, you know, so that I think that could be an option. And they also have Mobley, who's pretty damn good big coming up. So I don't think they will go Jaylen Duren, which would be the other option there at that point for me. So
Sure.
yeah, I'll lock it in at Mathurin. I'll say I'm 75% on that one.
All right. Well, let's see. Pick is in, and it is. It's Benedict Mathurin of Arizona and the Indiana Pacers. I like the pick. I'm a huge fan of at least the character Benedict Mathurin. And I think he's going to be an interesting guy to watch. How do you like the pick, Killer? What do you grade?
Yeah, I graded a B plus. It's a good spot to get him. Indiana's, pretty young, so the minutes will be there. And I expect more opportunities to come, as they figure out homes for people like Buddy Hield. So overall, like the pick.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, Bombers are on the clock. Didn't have the had a good season, but some late injuries kind of derailed them, and they've got a good mix of veterans and young nice pieces. Getting the number 7 pick here, where you're gonna get a real quality player. What kind of what route would you go here, Odin, if you were this franchise? You're on mute.
All right, so honestly, I'd be looking at Duren here, right? So he doesn't have a lot of bigs on his team. He has some pretty strong guards. Yeah, he has Miles Turner and Christian Wood, who they don't really. Miles Turner especially don't really get the board, so he probably needs to fill in the boards there. So I'd go with Duren at number 7. Um, Another option for him probably would be, if I was looking at the 7 pick, would probably be Kyra Easton. But
Hmm.
I think Duren will be the pick here, in my opinion. Not that sure about it though, so I'm gonna go with 60%.
Yeah, last year, I mean, one thing's for sure, he's hit on some picks within the last couple of years. A lot of people, I think people question the Tyrese Halliburton, and that turned out to be
Good.
a great pick. And then last year with Zaire Williams, also turned out to be a real solid pick. So, we know one thing is that good choices are being made with the Bombers. So, um, let's uh let's see what direction they went. And with the 7th pick, Boston Bombers select
Oh,
Shaden Sharp, the
okay.
unknown guy, the international man of mystery over here.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Shaden Sharp personally. We haven't seen him play in college, and we haven't seen him play in summer league. So, what are your thoughts, Killer?
I mean, I like the decision. If you're thinking, maybe, what's the likelihood that this rookie is going to be contributing to my franchise this year? So
Right.
maybe I can wait 2, 3 years out, right? And I think Shaden Sharp has got the most upside from the pool of players that are left. Um, and so I'm actually a big fan of it. Because I think it's just gonna be really hard to pick out of the other guys that might be available. I mean, Eason, I'd probably lean towards just because like the role is so clear with the Rockets. Um,
Mhm.
so I mean, with the risk involved, I'd have to grade this a B. So I mean, I really like it, but given, I guess, a player that you could get that I feel pretty strong about, you know, him being a contributing fantasy player this year. Yeah, I'd rate it a B.
Well, one thing's for sure, the Bombers, they have room to wait on a player. They've got definitely enough talent on the roster to kind of give them the opportunity to have some stash someone. So if you're gonna stash anyone at this point, why not go with a top 7 or top 8 pick in the NBA draft? And who knows what's kind of waiting in the wings for Shaden Sharp. So Syracuse is back on the clock with the number 8
if I
pick.
could interject real quick on Shaden Sharp, I have a spreadsheet here that I put together over the past few months because I'm a degenerate like that. But the experts that I've compiled over those months, they all the average rank for Shaden Sharp is 7th as the 7th best dynasty talent in the draft. So
wow.
I personally had him as 13 because I want people that play. But the experts had him at 7. They said he's worth the risk. So go for it, Bombers.
Hey, it's like I said, I think judging on the draft record, we can probably guess that Bombers know something that we don't, and it's obviously that he's in line with the experts, so can't argue with him there. Let's take it back over with Syracuse. They just made they just had the Benedict Mathurin pick. Any idea where they might go here?
All right, so we're looking at Sparrows. I would say, let's see, yeah, I'd say they go with Duran here. I think he's the right pick for number 8. He has he has the ability, he has the space to operate, and looking at Sparrow's team, they could use a big, they could use a big. They have they have Mobley, but beyond that they're looking at Poku and Harrell. So,
well, with the 8th pick in the 22 rookie draft, Sparrow select Ochai Ajabaji.
Whoa, okay.
Guy out of Kansas.
Wow, I would not have guessed that at all.
And
I would have
with the Utah Jazz.
I would have.
Yeah. Tell me about Mr. Abaji, Kyle. What have you heard from
I
your
can't
sources?
tell you. I can't tell you much of anything, but what I can tell you is he's been the latest in the news.
Okay.
And Sparrows has a tendency to want to get things hot out of the oven, right? And I can't knock the pick, right? Because I mean, the opportunity, for playing time and development is going to be infinite, with the Utah Jazz looking for a full rebuild. I personally wouldn't have taken him there. And I'll just go quickly to the grade. Like I'm grading that like a D. Like it's just with the other guys that are available, I think it's just really risky. But that's what that's what we're here to do, right? So
definitely.
So the experts have him at 18, just so you guys know. Ochai.
Okay.
Well, it was 18 when he was on the Cavs, right? Which was certainly a different role.
Yeah, I've got a thing that the trade boosted Agbaji up the board, up Syracuse's board, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. He should have plenty of opportunity to contribute with this team, this Utah Jazz team. So look forward to see that.
I traded that pick. That would have been my pick. My pick. Oh, that hurt.
Sad to say. We've got Solid State on the clock right now. and this veteran team rarely makes rookie picks. This might be the first year actually that a rookie pick has been taken by Solid State. And with the number 9 pick, a lot of talent in this draft, so maybe there was a lot of interest there, and so I'm looking forward to seeing who Solid State goes with. What are you thinking? Is the pick here, Odin?
All right, so apparently I don't know these guys, right? Apparently I don't know our GMs in association, so I'm gonna
Right.
go a little off the book here. I think Solid State, like you said, he really picks rookies, so he'll probably go for someone that's a little bit more established, um, uh, someone that has more opportunity. So I think he's probably going to go with Kyra Easton. Um, that gives him a person that's going to play, right? And that'll be a good look for him.
Well, let's see. The pick is in. Solid State with the number 9 pick in the 22 rookie draft selects. Ooh, Mark Williams of the Charlotte
Okay.
Hornets and
Okay.
Duke Blue Devil. I like Mark Williams a lot.
Me too.
I don't know how much he's gonna play. But I think it adds a big, which Solid State traded for at the end of towards the playoffs, end of last year at the trade deadline, made the move for Mitchell Robinson, and this gives a Mitchell Robinson type player to kind of supplement or add to that mix. So we'll see what happens there. But Killer, what do you think about this pick with Mark Williams?
I like it. If you're trying to, zone in on rebounds and blocks, right? This is probably the best guy in this draft. So, I'd grade the pick a B plus.
Nice. All right. Well, moving along, we got True Grit. True Grit. I think they just missed the playoffs last year. Am I right? Or did they make the playoffs? I can't remember.
Just missed the
Just
playoffs.
missed it.
Like it was like half a game between 3 of us.
Yeah, and this is a team that added Cat and had a huge front line. I think Valanciunas, as well as was it Jaren Jackson Jr. who I'm sure was contributing to their early season success. What do you think here with this pick, knowing that they've got bigs and maybe a lot less talent at their point guards or their guard situation? Who do you like going here, Odin?
So I'm gonna go right off the bat and say I'm about 80% sure he's gonna go with a dude like Dyson Daniels. Right. So you got the guard, right? You got the guard. It was highly touted coming into the draft, right? So he's played in the G League, I believe on the Ignite team, so he has some real world experience. Go with Dyson Daniels and see if he can use him to squeeze back into the playoffs.
Fair enough. I like that. I like that selection there, and we'll see what the pick is. And it's in with the 2022 number 10 pick. The True Grit selects Jeremy Sohan.
Opportunity.
Didn't see that coming, but yeah. Play now. I mean, this sounds like the kind of guy that you would expect for Solid State, but now headed to True Grit of the San Antonio Spurs. What do you think about this pick, Killer?
I hate it given some of the other players that are on the board. I think there's just so much of a mystery, who's gonna pop for the Spurs. I get that the opportunity is there, but there's like proven players or what I think are proven rookies on some other teams. So I'm not a big fan. Choosing him there, given what the draft board is. So D plus, because I am a fan of the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rate a D plus.
Yeah, I hear good things about Sohan. But yeah, I'm just not sure with the fit. you know, I would have liked to have seen a guard go here, but you know, there's no real at this point in the draft. There's probably no real guard play, you know, play now type guards left in this draft. At least none that I can think of at this point. So, you know, maybe just go with who you think is best available, and for True Grit, that was Sohan. So we got the Knickerbockers are on the clock, and Dan, I know you know this owner very well. So, you know you know, what do you expect to see from NYK here?
Yeah, so as some people may know, but that's my cousin. So we talk on a we talk on a daily. We talk on a daily. He asked me for some draft draft advice. I said no. 'Cause he was picking in front of my pick 13. I was hoping to get somebody. So I told him no. So he wasn't too happy with me, but but you know, he showed me his board. He showed me his board, and you know, his initial board at least, and it looked good. So I just a lot of the people that he wanted was off the board, but I think he's gonna go with Tyree Easton here. He did make some changes after the fact, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think he goes Tyree Easton.
All right, well, the pick is in. Let's see what he did. Dyson. We're the
The man, the
5
myth, the
greatest rappers
legend.
of all time. Dyson.
I love it.
Goodness.
One of my favorite
Daniel.
skits, man. One of my favorite skits.
What are the this is what do you think about the pick, Killer?
Uh, I'm in a tough spot with Dyson. There's just so many playmakers on that Pelican roster, but they are looking for a point guard. So the opportunity is there. I just don't know if he can reach his full potential given what that roster has. So I'd overall give this a B.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to tell what the direction of the Pelicans will be, but you know, Daniels, as Odin mentioned, highly touted guy, and you know, we know he should be able to get on the floor, being that his defense is one of his strong assets and skills in among this draft pool. So you know, we'll see what happens, but I mean, is whether he's going to be the point guard of the future there or not is hard to say. Then I don't know, how tall is he? Can he play any two guard? Can he play a wing?
Yeah,
he could play on the wing. So if he could play on the wing, I think he'll get a lot of minutes, and you might see him in a lot of lineups with Alvarado. You could also see him in lineups with Graham, and also playing next to CJ. So I think there's probably a lot of opportunity for him. Wayne, maybe I'd like to see more because I didn't really see much of him in summer league. So got injured. So yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. All right. So we got Cranston Killers on the clock. We know they've got a lot of talent and some decisions to make this season, especially with some roster spots. So at the 12th pick, interesting to see if they you know, if they actually keep this pick or if they move it at some point. But what would you do here? What kind of move do you see them making?
You know, I figured I thought they were going to end up getting Dyson at this position, the spot, because I figured Killers was going with Eason, but you know, Cranston Killers has a ton of centers, and they're pretty loaded there. But you know, best player available in my opinion right now would be either Durin or Eason. So I'll pencil them in with for let's see, for Eason and see where we go.
All right, Kyra Easton for the fourth time.
It's like the dude need to go. Like he shouldn't be on the board right now, in my opinion.
He eventually has to be picked.
Yep. I'm pretty sure if Cranston don't get him, I'm 99% sure he's higher on my draft board than Durin. So I'll be grabbing him. Actually, no, I have Duren at 6 and Easton at 7. So I'll end up with one of the two, and I'm very happy with that.
Damn, we should have did that that deadline deal. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Pick is in. Let's see what the Killers have done. Johnny Taco Bell
Whoa.
Davis goes to the Killers.
Whoa.
Killer, how do you feel about that?
I guess you gotta.
He went with the guard, right?
Yeah, he went with position of need. I get it. He didn't look really good in summer league, right? It's funny how I can use that argument, right? Don't pay attention to it, right? But then when I don't like a guy, I go, yeah, pay attention to it. Right? That's called being an expert. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan. I don't know how he really fits. They've also got some guards that they've brought in, so I don't know what the opportunity is going to be there. Yeah, I would have just piled on the bigs. I mean, Cranston is going to have a tough time keeping all the bigs that he has anyway. So, not a big fan of the move, but I know people, in college circles, really liked Johnny Davis. It's just not a move that I would make if I was in the Killer's shoes.
Well,
Agreed.
Ruckerpark again is on the clock, and I know the pick is already in. So, just first of all, tell us a little bit about how happy you are right now, as you announce your own pick.
Oh man. So I'm in shock. I'm in shock right now, I was trying to move this 13 pick because I didn't think I was gonna get anybody that was gonna be what I wanted. I was figure I had too many rookies on my roster. But yeah, with after getting Chet, I mean this is the icing on top. This is the cherry on top, So like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure I went with Jaylen Duren. I'm gonna get Jaylen Duren here. So I have a need for bigs. Yep, there we go. So I have a need for bigs, and I made a move last year to get Ayton to shore that up. And after moving Stewart, I was a little worried because there's not that many decent bigs, serviceable bigs in the upcoming draft. But holy crap, getting Duren just solidified everything for me. I'm money.
I am beyond shocked that Jaylen Duren fell all the way to
Jeez.
13. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
this was quite the when I saw this, I just Christmas has come early for Odin, and I think that the odds are just shifting. They're trying to get you a championship early.
Yeah, man. I've been here
So
for
Do
3 years, man, and I haven't got the chip yet.
do you want to hear a funky rumor, Dane? The Ruckerpark Busters in Brooklyn, Phoenix, were working on a deal for pick 13, which involved Steph Curry. Um, but I was estimating and trying to figure out the players that were going to be there, and I was just like, nah, you know what, this is not really worth it. And that's you
oh
win some, you
man,
lose some, right?
Yeah.
Because if
yeah.
I could get Duran at 13, I mean, which and another thing, right? Just to switch lanes, another thing that makes this, even much better and also worse for Midtown is, I mean, he might have Rucker Park might have drafted Stewart's replacement, which is just
Yep.
godly,
Yep.
godly gross.
Yep.
If I'm the money man, but
Yeah, well,
we
the one
don't
thing,
know till we know.
yeah, the one thing about
Right.
Stewart that seems interesting is that they experimented with him at the 4 in summer league, and I saw him out there. He was hitting threes, man, and I mean, I don't know how. I mean, this is summer league, but if he can be any kind of useful at that position and play next to Duran or play next to Noel or whoever is going to get minutes there. Maybe he still has some value. I don't know. I mean, he's clearly not going to be. He's clearly, if you look at the two, I mean, one of them is clearly going to be the future at center in Detroit, and it's not Stewart. So, needless to say, I love the pick. I'm again shocked and floored that he fell all the way to 13. So,
And how is Titanus?
well, let's
I can't believe this,
let's get
man.
into it. The defending champions are on the clock. The Titanes de San Juan. A lot of moving parts with that team right now, aka the Utah Jazz. What do you see happening here as far as a draft pick, Odin?
Listen, I'm gonna go Kyra Easton again. There's no way in the hell the man could drop any further. I just cannot see this happening. All right.
Uh,
I just can't. I just can't. Like, if he drops any further than where he is now, then Dane, like, yeah, I know Prasanna ain't taking over. So it has to be him, man. It has to be.
well, let's see. With the 14th pick, the Titans select Ousmane Dieng
Wow.
of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Wow.
It makes sense. He was a higher pick, right?
He was a
If
higher
you go
pick.
to the NBA
Yeah.
draft. Yeah, so he just probably
Yeah, probably
copied
a
what the
value
NBA draft was and then just
Gotcha.
pasted it into the spreadsheet.
Gotcha. Now, it's Satanis in Watch the Throne? Is he in there?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say Ousmane Dieng went like 24th in Watch the Throne, right?
Oh,
And
yes,
then
he did.
And then he got dropped into the free agents pool and nobody picked him up. So I'm like, the dude is sitting out there for free in a league and nobody's touching him.
Yeah, yeah, it's quiet.
I mean,
It's
it just
quiet for
paints a
Dieng.
picture where this organization is going to go for the next 100 years, right? Or however long we're going to be playing this. So, enjoy the championship, do the parade multiple times this year so you can really soak in and remember the good old days. But, soon enough, this is going to be on VHS and it's going to be like it never happened.
Fellas, how crazy would it be if this ended up being like the steal of the draft?
Yo, I would bow, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
and Titanis will let you hear about it. So
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And I'm not gonna lie. I like Jenk. He seems like a good pick at 24. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's too early for him at 14.
yeah. I'm curious to see how much he plays this
Right.
season. And
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
The only thing he got going for him right now is that Chet went down, so he's gonna get more burn because they're gonna be tanking like crazy, and he's gonna help them lose a ton of games. So
Nah, that's what Poku's for, man.
Poku, you're right.
yeah, they still
But-
have to figure out what to do with Poku. So speaking of interesting talents, we've got Steve Blake Express back on the clock, and what can you see happening here? Are we going with the traditional Tyre Easton pick here?
Let me just review everything again. No, we're not, because I know Prasanna likes to go off the book. He's smarter than everybody else, right, Prasanna? So I think Prasanna goes with Walker Kessler.
Nice sneaky pick there.
Yep.
That is a sneaky pick. That is a solid
That
pick.
would be a sneaky pick. And the pick is in. Let's see what Blake Express is going. Oh, another sneaky pick. Nikola Jovic. Not Jokic.
Wow.
Jovic. Jovic
man, yeah, Jovic.
of the Miami Heat.
That's a no for me, dog.
Ooh. Well, what do you think, Killer? What do you think about this pick?
This just set Steve Blake Express a couple of years back, right? You choose Keegan Murray and then you accidentally choose Jokic. Like this is
You read it wrong.
this is this is not a good look, man. This is not a good look. This is not a very good look. That is not Jokic that you're picking at 15.
He's gonna use this as his reason for why he's quitting next year.
This is
Well,
this is borderline abusive. Like,
well, let me say
this is
this. Nikola Jovic is thought to be a very skilled player. He did have that one good game in the summer league. Miami knows how to draft. They draft guys with some sneaky talented guys with these picks all the time. Guys we never heard of, we don't see. Is this possible? Is it possible this guy could be really good and we just don't know?
It's true.
yeah, it's a great opportunity to get him in free agency for free. But I mean,
Yeah, well,
but
he's free.
But to that point,
It's a number 15 pick.
If he blows up in preseason, he could blow up. So
Yeah,
right?
and it's a number 15 pick. So at this point, maybe you want a home run swing. Maybe you go for a guy who's gonna be in a good culture, and they're gonna get him right. And we'll see. I had Jovic on my board as well. Not that high, but I thought he was a guy that I'd be interested in seeing maybe on my roster at some point. I thought I would have got him in free agency maybe, but he's going to Steve Blake Express. And with the last pick of the 2022 draft, let's hear some thoughts, guys. Dean, what do you think I'm doing here? I don't have a lot of young guys. I don't keep a lot of rookies. I'm usually picking in the back, but what do you see? What do you see as an opportunity here for me?
So with that in mind, right, with you're going for the win. I would say Kessler would have to be your pick. Personally, I think Easton should be the pick because he's a better long-term option.
Yeah.
But Kessler has the opportunity right now today. A little bit less opportunity with Markin in there, but Kessler is going to give you your blocks, like a ton of blocks. He's going to give you steals. He's going to give you a ton of rebounds. Crap free throw percentage, which is what it is. But yeah, I think that's your guy.
Yeah, I mean he was definitely on my board. But with the
this
last pick,
this is an Easton pick. I
with the
mean,
last pick,
Dave's not turning the book.
No, Easton was on my board too, but I actually went with young Jaylen Williams.
OKC guy.
OKC guy. I went with an OKC guy. Chet's not there. I think this guy's gonna get some good minutes. I like what I see from him. I think he's a very good skill player. Can handle the ball. Can do some nice things. Could maybe get some assists, some boards, some play some defense. I mean, I think I like this kid. And I'm interested to see what he does. So I went with Jaylen Williams from OKC, man. Not the other Jaylen Williams from OKC. This the Santa Clara Jaylen Williams. Yeah. So quick grade for you, Killer.
And C plus, but I mean, I get it. I couldn't even think about Jaylen Williams, but I mean, given the injury, a little bit more perspective. I mean, I just really like Easton, and his opportunity and how he fits for the Houston Rockets. So, it's just really a shocker for me to see him not get taken there.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, Easton. I think he's gonna get the minutes and he's gonna get the score and all that. I just, I don't see any upside there with Eason. I think Jabari's going to take the most of those minutes.
Sengun is there.
I think Şengün is there. He's going to get a lot of minutes.
That's
I
fair.
think Eason is going to be your guy that comes off the bench and get some shots here and there. But there's not a lot of shots to go around on that team, guys. Like there's you got Kevin
Get 'em
Porter
fast.
Jr., you got Jalen Green, you got Şengün who needs the shots, and you got Jabari Smith who needs the shots. Where does this guy Eason come in and force the issue? I think he'll be a good guy off the bench. He'll get minutes. They're a young team, but I don't know. Like I just didn't see much upside. I think he'll be good, but I just don't see like someone who's going to be. I mean, you just picked your guy at his position with the number 3 pick. How much minutes is he really going to get? That's just my thoughts on Eason.
That's true. That's true. And I will say that Jaylen Williams in the last few weeks, he's shot up people's draft boards like it's significantly. So, if I was to break down my spreadsheet based on people that I saw in the last 3 weeks versus, people, the numbers from the previous month and a half, 2 months, then Jaylen Williams would be much higher. I have him, the experts have him at 14 on average, but the newer ones that I found, they have him around the, like 5th or 6th best player in the, dynasty for dynasty. So,
oh wow.
So yeah, he's up there. He's up there. I think BBM has him at number 6 or 7.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For dynasty rookie. So it's interesting. So.
Well, I'll try to hold on to him as long as I can. I can't promise anything, but can't promise a spot. But we'll see.
Yeah. He may be one of those guys that after the All-Star break shows up, but being on OKC, they're going to be tanking from the jump. So, that may just
that's a lot of opportunity then.
Yeah, opportunity. But again, personally, I would have taken Eason, but you do make some really good points. So
yeah, no, and Easton will be there for the taking, and he'll be there for people who screwed up and didn't get anybody that would be able to play right now. He'll definitely get some minutes.
Yep.
So any final takeaways for me? I'm it's just amazing to see Chet fall to 5, and Doran fall to 13. So congratulations on that. You're the clear winner of this draft, I think.
Damn.
And a couple of surprise picks here and there, Abaji and maybe even Shaden Sharp, Jang. But overall, man, I think it's a very solid draft.
Yeah, I don't really see any massive mistakes. Again, these are rookies, so we don't know. We don't know shit. I mean, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
So, we may be laughing, and then we may be getting laughed at, by January. But I personally, I absolutely love my draft. So I can't say anything about that.
Yes.
But outside of myself, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we need a recount, right? Like we need to review the submissions, make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah. I'm really shocked. Yeah, I think what it was is that so many people went kind of like had Jaylen either towards the end or in the middle, and the people who had him in the middle had already picked, and the people who were coming up had him towards the end. So it was like the right situation for yes. Anyway, I'm sorry. I will end it here because my toddler is in need of something.
I'm wild right now.
Yep.
Well, thanks guys.
Daddy life.
Thanks again for coming on. Odin, the guest, future correspondent, giving us some solid analysis and predictions. We're
wrong about most of them.
We're gonna have to get you back on later in the year when we time to figure out where these how these rookies are doing and kind of review the tape a little bit. So
I'm good to get laughed at. Let's make it happen.
Well, time to get ready now. Everybody's got their rookie time to get
We
ready
gotta
for the keepers. And you know, we'll have the sheet. We have the sheet out right now. I think Yahoo did another update. So we'll kind of finalize the sophomore values. We still have to vote on a few things with the new proposals, and you know, I think we should be in good shape. So we'll set a keeper deadline, and hopefully we can soon after set a free agency auction date. Any thoughts, Killer?
No. You know, very excited for the next couple of things we got going. You know, get ready, stay tuned.
Indeed. All right, fellas. Well, thanks for joining. We'll catch up again later. We'll get back to our we joined the FBI community, and we're in a FBI Dynasty League right now. So we got the draft going on as we speak, and you know, I'm curious to see how things turn out in that league. We'll kind of keep you guys up to date on that stuff, and you know, hopefully we'll all join the FBI league and spread some of our association vibes in an international league. So you know, all right, until next time, peace.
All right, fellas.